or what is the cochlear?
Well, in a person that does not have a hearing disability, sound is picked up by the eardrum. The vibrations are then sent through the nervous system into the brain, where it's translated into sound. When you're using a hearing aid, what happens is there's a microphone and a speaker that increases the level of sound so you can hear better. And I've gotten to the point where the hearing aids are no longer effective. So my deafness is caused by a dysfunction in the nerve that runs to the brain from the eardrum. So what they do is they put in this device that sends electrical signals directly into the cochlear area of your ear, and the brain learns how to translate these electrical impulses into sound.
So what were your worries going into the surgery?
Well, in some very rare circumstances, people can permanently lose their hearing. Also, the cochlear is designed to improve your ability to understand speech and spoken word. It's not designed specifically for music, which is one of my interests.
Well, and I was worried about the adjustment period. I mean, they give you a lot of information and they discuss things with you, but it's very individual. Some people will begin to be able to hear fairly well within a month. Other people, it takes up to a year. And he's described how voices still sound like a series of clicks. So that's going to be a process waiting for his brain to basically develop the ability to hear from the ground up, since he's pretty much been deaf his entire life. So it's going to be interesting to watch your progress, and I know it's going to work out great.
I think that growing up with mostly deaf parents was always like kind of a joke to me, because I would always just shout everything at them, because I guess I couldn't be bothered to learn ASL. But I think that as I've grown older, it's more noticeable how hard it is for him to have to like be repeated everything, or the oh never mind, I know hurts his feelings. And so I'm glad that he got it. I am proud of him for getting it, and I really hope that it changes his life, I guess.
Well, I love your dad, so it's been wonderful as far as our relationship goes. I knew right from the time I met him he was hard of hearing. He was a musician, but he was just so sweet and had so many wonderful qualities. I became his translator. Every time we were talking with someone, if he didn't hear what was being said, he would immediately look to me and I would tell him what was being said. So I think that gives us like a closeness and an intimacy and kind of a reliability to each other that help bring us closer. So yeah, I'm very excited for him. I hope within a year that he's going to be able to hear relatively normally, unlike he's ever been able to his whole life. And it's unfortunately, sadly ironic that I started losing my hearing and now I wear hearing aids, so I'm looking forward to him having his hearing so he can translate for me.
So when I met my sweet wife Karen in 1993, closed captioning was still a new technology. It didn't come standard on television sets, and if you did have it, you paid extra for it. So I went over to Karen's house one evening. We were going to watch a movie together, and we watched the movie together, and it was good. And she asked me, "What do you think of the movie?" And I said, "Well, I enjoyed it, but to be honest, I didn't hear very much of it because I have difficulty hearing the TV." Well, she went out the very next day and bought a new television set that had closed captioning and called me and said, "Come over tonight and watch a movie again, and now I have closed captioning so you can hear it."